Yeah. Hey, what's up? Hey, this is Greg coming to you from Glendale, California. Hey, today I'm talking about another fun thing that I've been playing with lately. And if you watch my other videos, you'll see that I've been living on milk now for about 6 years. Which means every day I drink about 2 gallons or 7.5 liters of skim milk from cows, and I hardly eat or drink anything else, and it has been very good for my health. But one idea I was playing with is when I sit in my apartment, maybe to read or listen to the radio, I was thinking, why don't I sit near where my milk is, which is in the refrigerator? So instead of sitting in my bedroom / living room, it's a single apartment, so the bedroom and living room are the same, I would put my chair in the kitchen and sit very near the fridge. And I thought it was kind of a fun idea because I noticed that by putting the chair in the kitchen where I really don't sit near the fridge, I was getting some new views. I mean, by views I mean I was seeing little scenes. Scenes is not even the right word. I guess I should have thought of the right word before. But I was seeing a different little environment around me. Of course, it's a very small little environment. It's my kitchen. But when you sit in the kitchen, you're going to see the views differently. Usually when you're in the kitchen, you're standing up. But if you sit down in the kitchen, you're a little more relaxed and you are getting some new perspectives. Gosh, I apologize. I should have thought of the right word. But you're seeing, well, the best way to put it is that I also did it at my mom's house. She lives in the same town, and I stay there sometimes at her house. So I put my chair down near the fridge, and I was noticing, for example, that the view out the kitchen window is really nice, which I had never appreciated. I had seen that view standing up. It's right there over the kitchen sink, and I often wash dishes at that sink, and I had never appreciated that view, maybe because I was too busy standing up and washing dishes. But when I sat down, since I was relaxed, I appreciated that view more. It was really pretty looking out that window. And then sitting down, I was calmly looking at the stuff on the sink, and I saw stuff there. Well, like, she has old bottles of hand sanitizer that have just sat there for years. Somehow someone came as a guest one day and just left them, and it dawned on me, and I had always thought, well, I had never used it because I wash my hands quite a bit, so I didn't think I needed to sanitize my hands. But now I was thinking, you know, I was sitting there calmly looking at these bottles, and I was thinking, really, I could just use those up. So now, every once in a while, when I'm at the kitchen sink, I'll put a little hand sanitizer on, and it smells good. I guess it feels okay. But the idea is that I'll use them up, I'll get some use out of them, and then they'll be finished and I can pitch the bottles, and the sink will look a little nicer. But it took me sitting down to arrive at that thought. When I was standing up, I wasn't getting there. The bottles just kept sitting there, sitting there, sitting there, sitting there, sitting there. So, gosh, in my apartment, sometimes I would lie down on the kitchen floor, also near the fridge, because the milk's in the fridge. And gosh, there were some really, from that angle, I could look straight up out my kitchen window and see the telephone lines against the sky. and they really looked pretty to me. It was a really pretty little vignette, maybe might be the best word. But gosh, at my mom's house, she also has a little fridge in her laundry, and for a while I would stay near the laundry because I had some milk in that fridge too. And that was kind of neat, because when I started hanging around the laundry, I started doing more laundry loads, like washing her clothes and some of mine mixed up, because I keep some clothes at her place. I stay here often enough that I can use them here. And so now the laundry stays neater and nicer because I'm doing more loads of laundry, and that gets it. She actually keeps the dirty laundry on the floor. She does have a hamper, but she keeps it on the floor. But now the floor's not always piling up with dirty laundry. There's a little bit there because you got to kind of wait till you have a load, but it's not quite as bad as it was. And I attribute that to, that wouldn't have happened if I hadn't had this idea, let me stay physically close to where my milk is stored in the fridge. Then I started noticing the dirty laundry. One thing led to another, and in the end I was getting that laundry done. So there were several good things that came out of this. But then I remember a day I had many things I wanted to do, but I wasn't sure how to do them, and what order to do them in, and prioritize. And it was funny, I went in the kitchen in my apartment, and actually the kitchen is much better lit. I guess it's a smaller room. It has the living room has windows, but it's a big room with a few small windows, so it's not as lit. But the kitchen has a lot of windows, and it's very well lit up. It's by far the sunniest room in the house. And when I sat down in the kitchen, again near the fridge, because that's where the milk is, it started to become much clearer to me, maybe because the room was so lit up, which activity I should do first on my list and how I should do it. It was a phone call I needed to make, but it had been jumbled with a bunch of other phone calls and other things to do, and I wasn't sure which of those things to do. But by sitting in the kitchen near the milk, and thinking a few minutes, it became very clear to me which phone call I should make first. So I got that done, and that was great. And then I went back to the kitchen and sat, and I realized there was another phone call that really should be made. So I went and made that one. And by that time my mind was really clearing up. I could really see what the rest of my day should be and what should be my priorities. But for me it was very clarifying to go sit by the fridge. So I'm sharing the idea with you. You can play with it. Really, there's lots of places we never sit in our houses, I guess. And, well, maybe not, but there might be for some of us. And if we went and actually sat in those places as opposed to just passing through them or standing and doing things, we might find that we get some interesting new takes on that place, some interesting visual takes, and also some interesting ideas about what to do, maybe how to clean up or straighten the place and make it look nicer, or other ideas. So see if this helps you.